a ranking video like I discussed in my first video, and I wanted to start with Pierce the Veil because they're one of my favorite bands, like, ever. I fell off a little bit, but I've come back, and now I'm just listening to them constantly. I have 2 YouTube music badges for listening to them. Here are my top percentages. And yeah, I wanted to jump right into this. I found this tier list that some of these I don't listen to, so I'm just gonna get these out of the way. I never go out of my way to listen to this one. I've never heard this one, and I've never listened to this one. That's just how it is. I know this is like pop goes punk or punk goes pop, but whichever way you're supposed to say that, I just don't listen to it. I do really like it, but I just click an album and I listen that way. So, yeah, I've organized these by album because it was alphabetically ordered. Didn't like that. Ordered by album. So I have notes on why I feel this way. I'm gonna try and make this a little fast though, so it might be a little aggressive. Because I was out of town basically all week and I haven't been able to film, so I'm filming this the night before I'm supposed to post it. Starting with the album A Flair for the Dramatic. Chemical Kids and Mechanical Brides. I think we start off strong with this one. I don't think it's as good as some others that they made, but it's really good and I do usually listen to it. So I actually feel like I'm going to put this in A because I do seek it out to listen to it, and it's not just yeah, listen to this. Currents Convulsive. This makes me want to say I'm a little bit harsher with this album because I don't hold a certain nostalgia for it because I started listening The Sky Under the Sea. Or no, sorry, that's the name of the song that it references. Selfish Machines. That's when I started listening. Oh, this one doesn't hold as strong a grasp on me. I usually skip Currents Convulsive. Yeah, Boy and Dollface is one of the most popular songs on the album, and I think that is completely valid. I have it written down. My favorite part of the song is she could make hell feel just like home, so I'm never leaving her alone or something like that. Yeah. I'd rather die than be famous. Not much to say about this one. I do think it's better than Currents Convulsive, though. The Cheap Bouquet. I also don't really like The Cheap Bouquet. And it's not better than I'd rather die than be famous. Next is Falling Asleep on a Stranger. This song is super short, but I do really like this song. I'm gonna put it in Never Skip. Well, I don't know if it's as good as Chemical Kids Mechanical Brides. I'll put Usually Listen. She Sings in the Morning. This one's kind of mid. But I do still listen to it when I go through the album. The Balcony Scene. I think this one is underrated, I believe, if I remember the numbers correctly. I think this is the best song on the album. Hell yeah. Drella. I do have an explanation for this one. The screaming in it is really muted. It sounds like the equipment's almost through a pillow. And when I like screaming, I like it in my head. So instead of S tier, I think this is gonna get A tier, and I think it's right there. Diamonds and Why Men Buy Them. Cute isn't a way to describe this song, but this is a lot more juvenile than their other ones, in my opinion. Like, it shows that it's a first album. Still good though. Just gonna say I usually skip it, and I like it better than both of these. Wonderless. Wonderless is really close to being an A for me, but it falls a little flat. So it's really close to being an A, it's just not there. It's because I like the intro more than I like the rest of the song. So it just kind of falls after that. Next album, Selfish Machines. This is where I get really biased. Besitos. Best way to start an album. It shows how much work they've put in between albums, because it's right out the gate. They come swinging. It's so good. There's also a little part in it that is just like, true love comes from more than just the heart. And there are tiny little things in it that make me so hype. I love it. So, S tier, and it's better than both things on that album. Southern Constellations personally feels like an interlude, but it's so far up in the album that it's not, and they don't call it one, but it feels very like in between songs. So I actually usually skip this. Actually, that's a lie, because this is typically like 2 seconds long. So I typically listen to it, but I would skip it if I was picking songs out of the album. Next, The Boy Who Could Fly. This one's good, but it's not Besitos, you know. Silesi, Caraphernalia. I don't know how to pronounce that one. This is the most popular song on the album, and I agree. I'd say it's better than Besitos. And I have it written down. My favorite part is where the scream section gets turned into plain emotional wreckage. So what if I can't forget you? I'll burn your name into my throat. I'll be the fire that'll catch you. What's so good about picking up the pieces? And then it changes to, what if I don't even want to? I love that. I eat that up. Fast Times at Claremont High. I think it's a really strong one. But is it a never skip? I don't think it's a never skip, but I think it's better than all of these. Southern Constellations is definitely better than those. Okay. Next. The new national anthem. When I tell you, this is one of their most underrated songs. It's also one of the songs that mention carpet, which happens at least twice, so you gotta love a song that mentions carpet. Like, why did they do that? I don't know, but I kinda love it. Like, I saw a pattern in 2 songs. Kinda weird. But this song is so fudgin' underrated. I think it's like one of their least listened to on YouTube Music. Stupid, it's so good. Bulletproof Love, second most streamed song. For a reason. I don't know if it's better than Caraphernalia or not. I don't think it is. Okay. Away from My Friends used to be one of my favorite songs, and not just by Pierce the Veil, but like one of my favorite songs ever. But I think I've listened to it too much, so it's lost its punch, but it's still a never skip. I don't care if you're contagious. Strong all the way through. And this one, I do have to share lyrics to this one. I'm gonna tear out the thread one by one from your skin till your bones feel embarrassed from all the attention. Even my categories. That's so good. What the hell? That's so good. I actually don't even... Where do I want to put this? I think I put it up here. Disasterology does a thing that I really like where they shift the audio ear to ear. And apparently I even got distracted while writing my notes because the song is so good. I'm gonna put it here because it's not an S tier, but it's really, really good. $1 Million Houses. This song makes me melt onto the floor in tears. I love this song too. Now, I don't think it's better than Paraphernalia or Bulletproof Love, but it is, I think, a little stronger than Besitos. So... Oh my god, okay, The Sky Under the Sea. I have in my notes that it's the second least streamed song on the album on YouTube Music. I apparently hexed everybody. I said that I'm casting shame on everyone who listens to this type of music until it gets bumped up, because I think this is the best song on the album. It's... honestly, yeah, I can see why. Yes, because... oof. Okay, lyrics. I tried to settle for the taste of touching glass over the sound of answering machines because I love the way your voice says it's gonna get back to me someday. As I brace my knees, you hold me down with your eyes. I just don't even... Oh man, it's so good. Sharpen your teeth and bite as hard as you want. The yearning in this song. Ladies and gentlemen, the yearning in this song. Wow. Okay, Kissing in Cars. After that long rant, Kissing in Cars is good. I wouldn't skip it if it came on. Definitely a little lackluster in explanation after The Sky Under the Sea, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Album Collide with the Sky. May these noises startle you in your sleep tonight. It's okay. When I tell you I don't really like a flair for the dramatic, and I think that's saying something because this is one of my favorite bands. I think it's proof that I have thought a lot about this tier list because I can tell you when I don't like something, and I don't really like a flair for the dramatic. Song gets you hype in the way you need for this album because it goes a lot harder than the previous one. Hell Above is an S tier. I really like Hell Above, and I think I like it more than these. Hell Above goes really hard. There's a dance between screaming and singing in the song that just makes it so much better than anything in A. Imagine the water. Imagine the water is water. Hello. Imagine the water. Is another song where I could argue that all of it is the best part, and I wanted to note that this song is the reason I say fuck it after the end of all their songs. Where is this? Actually, I think I like it more than Hell Above. King for a Day. I debated putting this lower, but it's really fun. So I'd say I usually listen to it, and I'd say it's better than those. Bulls in the Bronx. Jump Around song. Very good. Very hardcore. I think it's probably there, though. Still an S tier. Props and Mayhem. It's good. I'll usually listen to it. But I like it more than those songs. Okay. Never mind, we'll put it here. Tangled in the Great Escape. I don't like this song. I don't like this song. I think it's not good. I don't know why I don't like it. It's just, it doesn't hit, so I always skip it. I'm low on gas and you need a jacket. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, the two parts that stand out to me a lot are you slide into bed while I get drunk. Slow conversations with a gun mean more than I've ever said to anyone. And then the super traumatizing, I will soon forget the color of your eyes, and you'll forget mine. Oh my god. Brilliant. Hello. The first punch. Okay, since I have listened, okay. I'm just gonna usually skip. I've never heard these before. There we go. That's better. 100 Sleepless Nights. 8. The silence is deafening. We'll put it there. Stained glass eyes and colorful tears. It's not personally for me, but it's beautifully crafted. So I'll put it here. Hold on till May. We'll put it there. It's one of my long-standing, favorite songs. I think it's beautiful. Okay, next album, Misadventures. Dive in. Disclaimer, I haven't listened to Misadventures a lot. This is kind of when I fell off with with Pierce the Veil, listening to the albums. And when I did listen, I didn't pay attention to the fact that they had new music, because I was in college. and just starting college, so I was like, oh boy, a little busy. Dive In is not very good. Texas is Forever is excellent. Not as good as these. probably better than these. Honestly. Yeah, that feels right. The Divine Zero. The Divine Zero is definitely an S tier. Since I haven't listened to it a lot, I don't really know where to put it on S tier. But it's at least there. Floral and Fading. This is the first song I heard on this album, and I think it's excellent. Whoa, whoa. Okay. I think it's there, but I think the Divine Zero might pass it at some point. Phantom Power and Ludicrous Speed. This one's growing on me. I still usually skip it, but I think it's really close to being like a listen. It just has to convince me a little bit more. Circles, however, I did accidentally see the meaning behind it after I had braided it in my notes, so that's like, it's a little wild. But I think Circles is really fun. Not what to say when I saw what the meaning was, but I like the song. Today I Saw the Whole World, not as good as others on the album. Right there. Yep. Gold Medal Ribbon. This song is really sweet. It feels like really nostalgic for some reason. Yeah. It feels nostalgic. 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 It's nostalgic. Honestly, it's really cute. I'd probably put it here. Actually, I'd probably listen to it for more than these. Yeah. Bedless. Yeah, no, it belongs there. Sambuca reminds me of their old songs, so the mix between screaming and singing is definitely something that draws me in. I haven't listened to it a lot, but I'd say it's a never skip. I'd say it's there. Song for Isabel. Eh. Eh. Alright, time to rub my hands together like a little fly. The newest album. Also, I put this in because I love Kiss Me Now, and this is from 2023 when the album first came out. So, let's jump into the last album. Death of an Executioner. This whole album has a different sound than the albums before. It's definitely a little bit of a new sound. It doesn't have as much flair, but it's still Pierce the Veil. Like, it's still them and you can hear it, but it's not as like, oh, that's Pierce the Veil. Until Vic starts singing, of course. I fall more in love with it the more I hear it. So it goes there. Past the Nirvana. This doesn't really sound like a song they'd make. It's still good, and I will listen to it. Actually, I do skip it a lot. But it's better than these. Man, okay. Yeah, I'll put it there just because it's better than these. When I listen to the album, I listen to these. Okay. Even when I'm not with you. I love this song. I love this song. Best love song. I love the yearning. The yearning in this this song. It feels so pathetic. I'm absolutely in love with it. I love when men feel just like he's so hopelessly in love and he wants them so bad in like a gentle, but like, I'm here, see me kind of way. Yum, 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 yum. Eat that shit up. Emergency contact. I've almost ruined this for myself because it is indeed an S tier. Flawless execution. It's a never skip. This one also feels like grunge music, but it sounds more like Pierce the Veil than Past the Nirvana does. For that reason, I absolutely love it. Where to put it? Right now, honestly, I'm loving it more than these. So this is based on how I currently feel, because these are subject to change. But this is pretty close. I think they'd stay in their categories for the most part, but they definitely change positions within their categories. Damn the Man, Save the Empire. This is the only other song that mentions carpet after I listen to all of them. And I gotta say, I fucking love this song too. Resilience. Bangs fist on table. One of my top 3 on the album is what I said in my notes, but I genuinely think this is one of my top favorite songs. I keep listening to it and it doesn't get old. Irrational Fears, an interlude. If I'm being honest, which is so sad. It's so sad, but it's it's a PSA that's 20 seconds long. By the time you want to skip it, it's over. And also, it's kind of fun. I don't know. Shared Drama. It's just followed by one of my favorite songs. So it's gonna seem not as good in comparison anyway. Yikes. So Far So Fake. I'd say So Far So Fake is right there. And then 12 Fractures. I fell in love with this song, and then I listened to it too much, and now I'm back in love with this song. So it dances. Yeah, it's right around here. These are definitely songs that I listen to a little too much. And yeah, goes back and forth. And then lastly, Kiss Me Now. Oh, I am gonna complain for a second. They put this in here, but it's technically by Mayday Parade, the cover, but somebody that I used to know, it's featuring Pierce the Veil, and, it's featuring Vic. Listen to it. It's so good. Anyways, ending with Kiss Me Now. Started as an S tier, it is no longer an S tier for me. I over-listened, and I'm not out of the over-listening phase. So, this is my final lineup. Take it in. And we're finished. So, I will see you next time. catch me on stream. I stream 12 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Not ASMR, but if you want to figure out my personality a little bit more, live. There you go. That's your answer. I do it on Twitch. Okay. I hope to keep seeing you